Hey everyone, this is Abbas from Tech Radar, and today we're taking a first look at the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 and the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. The design on the Galaxy Z Fold 3 hasn't changed much compared to last year's model, which is fine, as the Fold 2 was a major overhaul. Samsung has shaved off a couple of millimeters in length and width, which isn't really noticeable, but it does make the bezel to the left of the front screen appear slightly smaller. The Fold 3 is also a little over 10 grams lighter than its predecessor, and even though it's still a heavy phone at 271 grams, it is now about 15 to 20% heavier than an iPhone 12 Pro Max. That seems like a win for a phone with dual screens. New to this year is IPX8 water resistance, which is quite impressive for a foldable phone. The front screen has the same 6.2-inch size as last year's model, but now supports 120Hz refresh rate, which makes it consistent with the internal screen. Samsung has used Gorilla Glass Victus on the external screen and the back of the phone to make the Fold more durable. Even the inside screen, which also stays at the same size of 7.6 inches, is 80% more durable, according to Samsung. Yes, there's still a crease in the middle, but it's something you'll forget after using the phone for a few days. What is very noticeable and not as forgettable on the inside screen is the camera that has gone under the display, and Samsung does a good job of hiding that. You can kinda make out that the screen is slightly different, but it's nowhere near as distracting as a punch hole display, which is visible all the time. Samsung says this camera is best used for face detection or video calls. The selfie camera on the front or the main cameras on the back with the front screen can be used for much better selfies. Coming to the three cameras on the back, there hasn't been any change from last year's model other than a new glass to prevent lens flare. The Fold 2 took decent shots, but don't expect Galaxy S21 Ultra-like shots because, physics. The 6.9mm thin profile on the Fold doesn't allow as much space as the 8.9mm thickness of the S21 for better camera parts. Where Samsung has made good improvements is software and multitasking to take better use of the Fold's large screen. You can have a dock with pinned apps on the right side of the screen for quick access and switch the multi-screen layout with ease. The animations are fluid and it looks really nice. Almost all of Samsung apps now support dual panes, which makes the Fold a more tablet-like experience. There's also a way to flick something to the right side of the screen to create a new window for doing two things at once. Last and certainly not the least is support for S Pen. With the Note series on hiatus for this year, or maybe forever, the Fold has come to the rescue for S Pen lovers. Samsung is making two versions of the S Pen available, one that is passive and one that is Bluetooth powered and support air gestures. I found using the S Pen on the Fold a little nicer than the Note series because it has slightly more friction, unlike the super smooth thick glass layer on the Note. Next up is the Galaxy Z Flip 3, which has gotten the update that was on top of everyone's list, a bigger external screen. Samsung says it's 4 times bigger, but in terms of actual specs, it's gone up from 1.1 inch to 1.9 inches. That's still a bit smaller than Motorola's Razrs, but it's good enough now. The screen allows you to see your notifications, access widgets, and Samsung Pay. You can also fire up the camera for a quick selfie. The inside screen has also received an update and now has a refresh rate of 120Hz. Like the Fold 3, you have Gorilla Glass Victus on the outside and a more durable folding screen inside. Both these phones are powered by Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 888 processor, making them zippy and fast. The Fold comes with 12 gigs of RAM, while the Flip has 8 gigs. The Fold is available in storage capacities of 256GB and 512GB, while the Flip is available at 128GB and 256GB. So, should you buy the new Fold or the Flip? I obviously need to spend a lot more time to properly review these devices, but based on my quick look, unless you're a die-hard S Pen user, I don't see any reason to upgrade from the Fold 2. If you are new to foldables or still rocking the original Fold, then it's definitely shaping up to be the best foldable phone that I've tested. The Flip 3, on the other hand, has two changes that do justify the upgrade: the larger external screen and the 120Hz refresh rate on the internal screen. Samsung has lowered the prices for both of these phones, which is definitely enticing. The Galaxy Z Fold 3 starts at $1,799 while the Galaxy Z Flip 3 starts at $999. Folding phones are definitely heading towards mainstream users. So that was a quick look at the new Samsung foldable phones. Stay tuned to Tech Radar for a full review.